Hello, I am going to go ahead and read your social studies passage for Friday, April 24th. And we're going to start getting into the ancient Chinese. So we were talking about the ancient Indians, and now we're moving on to the ancient Chinese. This passage is going to be about the Bronze Age, which was a prosperous age for the Chinese. Um, Before you begin reading, I think it would be good to go over the questions so you have a focus for what you are reading. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. The first question, remember there's 3 questions on the back, is what is bronze made of, and how were tools or masks made from bronze? Okay. Your second question, compare and contrast how oracle bones are the same or different from how society today attempts to see into the future. Okay. And then question 3, draw an Outium mask and explain what it would be used for. Okay, so those are things to kind of look for as we read here. The passage today is called The Bronze Age of Ancient China. And here we go. The Bronze Age in China began about 1700 BC. As you can guess, bronze was an important material during this time period. Bronze is a mixture of copper and tin. It was used to make important things like weapons, chariots, or religious tools, as well as art in the form of dragons, birds, or geometric shapes. These tools and decorations were made through a process called bronze casting. Bronze casting has many steps. A mold was made of clay and then divided into different sections or pieces. Once the sections had been properly prepared, they were reassembled to make the form of the desired shape or piece. The molten bronze was poured into the mold and allowed to cool. Once the bronze piece had hardened, each section of the mold was removed, and what remained was the bronze tool, decoration, or artwork. Another form of art during the Bronze Age were Outium masks. These masks looked like animals with large eyes, eyebrows, horns, ears, possibly legs, and fangs, but no lower jaw. These masks may have been thought to be protective, represent natural forces, or used in religious ceremonies. While bronze was the primary material in use during this time, iron and jade were also popular materials. Jade is a beautiful green gem. It cannot be cut and must be worn down through friction. This process requires a lot of time. Because jade is not native to China, it had to be imported. It is easy to see why this beautiful green gem was considered very valuable. Today, we have fortune tellers or psychics. However, during the Bronze Age, diviners or fortune tellers used oracle bones. Oracle bones were made from ox bones or even turtle shells. If there were important questions to be answered, it was believed that the gods would answer the questions through the oracle bones. The Chinese believed that the use of oracle bones could predict what would happen in the future. Questions would be carved into an ox bone or a turtle shell. The bones or shells would be heated until they cracked. Once they cracked, the diviners would interpret what the bones or shells meant and tell the people what the gods said would happen in the future. Okay, so that is the social studies passage for today about the ancient Chinese. Again, read your questions carefully on the back. Make sure you answer those with complete sentences. For the last question, you are supposed to draw that Outium mask. Remember, look carefully at the description in the article of what they looked like, okay? And, make it fun. Choose an animal that you think is pretty cool, maybe an animal that you think is pretty fierce, and try to put that together into a mask that you have drawn. So I think that's kind of fun. All right, that is your social studies passage for Friday, April 24th. Have a great day.